Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the War of the Exemplars. As always, I am D, and today in Paragon, we are actually back into this, which is good. What you're seeing on the screen in the middle there is my personal roster. They really lowered the cost for mastery levels, or for, not mastery levels, but for buying mastery. I could probably get all of them right now, actually. I don't even know what the stars mean. Maybe it's just unlocks? I don't know. Anyway, so far on the left side, we've got a Shinbi, a Twin Blast, Grim.exe, and a Kwong currently being picked up. On the right, we have a Kalari, Wraith, Lieutenant Bellica, and a Gideon. This should be pretty good just from this. I'll admit, this is currently going on live while I'm recording this, but I had to rewind to get back to the draft because I came in like 18 minutes in. Kwong and Moragesh are the final two picks for the left. Over on the right side, this has nothing to do with politics. Their final pick is Aurora. Interesting pick. We'll see where she goes. Especially since with Gideon, Aurora would probably be their right laner. Their right lane carry, that is. I might just start calling that the safe lane. Alright, let's do Hero Chase. We'll go ahead and introduce the teams. Start with the blue team. For the blue team, we've got Replica 81 playing on the Grim.exe. Hash, I guess, playing on the Moragesh. That is a pretty badass banner. Ultra Fighter 710 on the Twin Blast. MZRZZ playing the Kwong, probably going to be in the jungle. And Cold Blood playing the Shinbi. Meanwhile, for the orange team, GSS Power playing the Gideon, I'm sorry, I almost said Murdoch. Myterius Mora playing the Wraith, which is an interesting choice. I haven't talked about Wraith yet. He's actually a very good character, although he's taking a bit of a pounding here. Up against the Kwong, don't want to get too close in. Anyway, we have Running the Water playing Kalari in the jungle. Don't normally think of Kalari being a jungler. It's a very pink Kalari too. Morven 1 playing the Aurora. Left laner. Finally, Robwell 87 playing the Lieutenant Bellica. Which Bellica? That's a little funny. Alright, Bellica with Advanced Evolution. We talked about this before, where you heal and get some mana back on level up. That's always good. Exoskeleton on the Aurora, so she's got some extra tankiness against enemy hits. Running the Water with Demolitionist, so she does extra damage to non-heroes. That's always good. Myterius Mora with Font of Experience, so gaining extra experience every few seconds. Advanced Evolution on GSS Power as well. So Gideon is going to be gaining, or going to be healing and getting mana back every time he levels. Meanwhile, Grim.exe. Call of the Week, which of course, as we talked about, means that he can just kill any enemy that is at 20, any enemy minion that is 20% or less health. Hash with also is Call of the Week, as does Ultra Fighter 710. So 3 Call of the Weeks on the blue side. 4 actually with the Kwong, Advanced Evolution on the Shinbi. So I was going to say, if we have 5 Call of the Weeks, this is going to be a silly team. I wonder. No, what I was checking was, does MOBA camera tell me anything right here? Myterius Mora takes down MZRZZ. Mizzers, I think is what we're going to call him. Wraith does have a very good long-ranged attack. That's kind of a charged sniper shot that can actually pass through terrain, if I remember right. I haven't played Wraith in a while. That right there is him throwing out a ward. So currently the orange team's got good vision right there in the jungle. Call of the Week now picked up by Kalari. Call of the Week is actually not a bad jungle card. I prefer not to use it myself, but... Meanwhile, our Gideon falls in the mid lane to the Moragesh. Very close call. If not for those two buffs, Moragesh probably would not have survived that. I was gonna say, these guys over here in the... These guys here in the left lane are really putting the pressure on Aurora. Granted, Aurora's major weakness in this fight is that she's solely a melee character. And against the likes of Grim and Twin Blast, she just can't get close. That's nothing against the player, mind you. That's just the fact that Aurora just cannot get in close. The glacial wall, I think that's what it's called, or the ice wall there, just slowing down this push a little bit. You have to go to Mora. Ooh, GSS power if... No, unfortunately, the Moragesh does not have her ultimate yet, but we do have an incoming from the Kalari. Cosmic Rift there, drop. The Shinbi actually getting a kill onto the Wraith over here. My theory is Mora falling. We get over here just as the tier 1 on the left side falls. Orange team lose the first tower. Kalari having to jump out of there. Can she escape from this? Yep, looks like it. Ooh, Ice Wall not going to be quite enough. Morven jumping in, drops the ultimate. And the Ice Ring. And there goes Grim.exe. And now there's 3 people chasing down this Twin Blast. And Kalari's got some good speed. Aurora can possibly get him. Nope. Not quite fast enough. Oh, there's Kalari's ultimate jumping in on the Twin Blast. Way behind enemy lines now. If he... Yeah, I was going to say, recalling up there is probably your best bet. Although, to be fair, Kalari might still be able to reach you. Kalari does have a double jump. Oh, the Moragesh has found the Aurora and marked her. Now we're gonna get the ultimate. Nope, Moragesh is just gonna recall. I wonder. When did I guess? Yeah, okay. Oh, good. I can also check gems. I thought I should be able to, but I wasn't 100% certain. Incoming from the Shinbi, but Mora is close enough to a tower, it shouldn't be a big issue. Some of the desync on the sound makes my head hurt with Shinbi. You don't want to come in, Mora, especially not with the Kwong Mizzers coming in. A possessed Sprykin choice from the Kwong. Not a bad idea. You just left your carry over there just to jump and kill Mora, but hey, it worked. Kwong versus Kalari here. With the Shinbi backup, the Kalari doesn't really have much hope here. Out comes the Wolf Ring. Kwong is not in a good spot right now. There is the invisible Kalari there. The Gideon falls in the mid lane. That Moragesh has done some work. Gotta be careful here, because Kwong does have the ability to throw that sword. Not gonna happen, though. Kalari once again invisible. No, not so much. In comes the Wraith. They're going on him. They want this Kwang gone. There's the glimpse from the Wraith. Or it's... I don't remember the exact name, but it's basically glimpse from Dota if you think about it. Oh, Hash comes in on Morven, but not much going to happen there. Then there's the ultimate, but it's not going to be enough. It does guarantee Morven has to go back to base, though. Kalari is just sitting here invisible. Goes on the Twin Blast. Mostly, I think that was just a scare tactic, trying to get Twin Blast off the tower. Currently 4-2 in terms of kills. Favor of blue team? Blue team. Oh, that being said, it's about to be worse. It's about to be 5-2 now. As Cold Blood comes in to pick up the kill off Hash's work. I'm not saying it's a kill steal, but hey. Some good work there between those two. To take down the Gideon. He's not had a great game. Blinking, or forcing Kwang to go backwards. Mana Flow Acolyte and Advanced Evolution now picked up by Myterius Mora. We'll do a card check soon. Supply Sergeant picked up by our Gideon. Not a bad choice. Living Guardian, not also good. Living Guardian gives you armor. Or it might be, I don't remember if it's basic armor or a shield every time you hit somebody with a basic attack. It's a good card to have if you're playing aggressive. Morven has switched over to having the green spring. So we've talked about this one. Replica 81 falls on the Grim. Ooh, we need to get over here. We'll finish the card check in just a second. Tier 1 on the right side for the blue team is gone, which is a big deal. Tower count is now even. The Moragash is on a killing spree here because of this Gideon. This is not going well. Anyway, Green Spring, like I talked about before, is just a good regen card. Bravo 87, Resolution, Cold Week, and Mana Flow Acolyte on the Bellica. Mana Flow Acolyte for Bellica is actually a good idea. She uses a lot of her abilities, and her abilities can do some absurd levels of damage. Replica has picked up the Overclock Droid. So power, attack speed, and the ability to basically go berserk for a few seconds. You do take extra damage when you're berserk, but... Ooh, good grenade shot! Bellica might not be able to survive this. There's the ultimate. And Replica gets himself a kill. Moragash is also in trouble here, not going to survive. Growth Totem, Coin Master, and Invader Mage. Good cards, but not enough to save the Moragash. Twin Blast still has Cold Week, and now has picked up Guard Piercer. We've been looking at the Kwang a little bit, but Guard Piercer, very good. Armored Footman gives you a chance to just block incoming basic attack damage. It's not a good chance, but it's a chance. And then Possessed Spritekin, just some decent power, quite a bit of health. Some good regen, but you can never get rid of it, as I've talked about before. The Grim firing off his ultimate. If you're wondering, Grim's ultimate has a very low cooldown, like 20-30 seconds. That being said, the Kalari is doing what Kalari is supposed to do, being an assassin. Grim is not going to survive this. And finally, Cold Blood. Still the advanced evolution and picked up the possessed Spry Kid. This has been a horrible game for Gideon. He's 0-5. And 4 of those deaths were to the Moragash. Incoming Kalari with the Kalari's ultimate. For those of you wondering, Kalari's ultimate is the ability to see everybody on the map, every enemy on the map, pick one, and rush to them. When I say see anybody, it's kind of like what we see over here with the Gideon and the Bellica, where you can kind of see their highlighted body through a wall. Ooh, switch. Our Kalari switched out Demolitionist and Cult of the Week for Heavy Hitter. Good choices. Gideon actually gets himself a kill. This time, unfortunately, it's not on the Moragash, it's on the Grim.exe, but Grim.exe has also replaced one of his... I think he replaced some of his cards. Yeah, he did. He's now got Sand Speeder and Cold Week. I can also show you that. Warlock's Burden. I know what that. I've seen it before, but I don't remember exactly what it does. On the Moragash. Recalled by the Wraith, and he's going to use that to escape. Actually, let's see. Warlock's Burden. 250 health. Sacrificial magic active. Cooldown of 6 seconds. Toggle. Lose 3% of your max health and restore 3% of your max mana per second. Nice. It's an interesting choice, but not one to make lightly. Let's take a look. Yep, lucky luck. 20% chance to reduce basic damage taken by 50. There you go. Looks like... Who's tower... Oh, okay. The mid-tier 1 is gone for blue team. Cold Blood. Cold Blood kills the Wraith. Myterius Mora falls. What the... Okay, it said somebody died, but... Actually, might have been... I think Cold Blood died. Yeah, Cold Blood's the one that died, despite the health bar over here. Still saying, hey, I'm alive! Cosmic Grip coming up from the Gideon. There's Kwang's Sword, which actually does have a tethering effect. Bellica might not make it out of this if she... There's the black hole from the Gideon! Does not pick up the kill. In fact, that might actually just mean the Gideon falls as well. The Wolf Time comes out. I don't actually know if that's what that's not what that's actually called, but... That was a good hit with the ultimate from Shindy. They're going to turn this into a strong push, although Aurora's coming in. More than one is here, not in time to save the tower, and in fact might just be in time to die. That being said, Aurora has a ton of mobility. Running the Water takes down Ultra Fighter 710. The Twin Blast falls hard. Guard Piercer, Living Guardian, Heavy Hitter. That's a very in-your-face Kalari build. Ooh, Morgesh is in a bad spot. That little drone will drain your mana anytime you use a spell near it. We get here just as Hosh falls. The Bellica. Once Bellica gets going, she's kind of terrifying. Again, I'm just missing these kills. The health bars are not updating properly. Okay, so we've got about 19 minutes. I think the game is officially over, but... Kalari jumping into the Prime Pit, but not much is going to happen in there, because Kalari is very good at several things. Killing the Prime Helix on her own, not one of them. Just sitting here watching Shinbi farm in the jungle. Ah, Wound Seeker. Good pickup by the Grim. Although, one thing about this game is it needs to explain exactly what Blight is. I might have just missed that. If I have, somebody please correct me in the comments. Mora having to recall out from low health. GSS power coming in, drops the rock to kill the Twin Blast. Tier 2 on the left lane is going down. This is going to be the end of the jumps. That is the end of the launchers for blue team. GSS power dropping a rock straight onto Cold Blood. Out comes the black hole, but the dash is actually going to be enough to get Shinbi out of there. The Kalari, ooh, the Wraith falls to the Morgesh. But Kalari took down Grim, so it's an even trade. And there's actually a dominating streak for the Kalari. 5-0. I haven't seen much from the Morgesh, or the... Yeah, I haven't seen much from the Morgesh recently. Okay, Shinbi is dead, but it's not telling us that for whatever reason. Do a gem check. Healing towers, good call from the Kwang. Heals you whenever, and gives you health and mana regen when you're near towers, even if it's enemies or structures. A health, auto health potion, and armored for the Kwang. Quick exit. Improved killing blows? Oh. Ooh, good pickoff on the Bellica there. Kalari coming in. Gonna get the Kwang. Can she get the Grim as well? No, she cannot. It's a double kill for the Twin Blast. He's picked up Cryo Agent. After using an ability, next basic attack, deal Ability to damage an area and slow move speed of targets hit by 150 for 1.5 seconds. Ice Ring coming out from Aurora. The Gideon did not survive. Cold Blood falls. Yeah, see, we just saw Shinbi die, and they're still listed as having most of their health. So, the Bellica doing a ton of work now. I mean, 2, 3, and 1, not great, but we've had worse ratios on this show. The Kalari's at 6 and 1. That's pretty good. Both teams are just down to tier 2s now. Ooh, Bellica gets caught by Kwang's sword, but there's the drone. What the drone does is it also saps your mana regen. To the point that you can actually have negative mana regen and lose mana for it. The Morgash is on the run. The Cosmic Rift misses. Morgash actually gets a kill on the Bellica. Wraith picking up the kill there with that great snipe. Kwang is gonna have to run. He's not gonna make it out though. None of his enemies have anything to say about it. He does have an invisibility. Cosmic Rift misses him. But can they get him? Yeah, they can. They secure that one. 1 for 2 so far, I think. The wolves come out. Kalari is the main target here, which is not a bad choice. She's their main damage. Kalari actually evaded the ultimate from Grim, picks up a kill on the Shinbi. Gideon does fall to the Grim. It's not even showing them dead up here on the bar. I think they need to revisit this and realize there are still some problems with this. And actually the game is not done yet, it's actually still going on. Kwang is now listed as being mostly dead on our screen, so... You can actually destroy the drone, by the way. And it's probably better to do it if you don't have to worry about getting killed. Kwang coming in, misses the sword toss. Dodges around the falling rocks. Looks like they're stacking up, getting ready. The Kalari goes in, but the Wraith takes a bit of damage already. Aurora moving around to flank, finds herself a Shinbi. But the teams are just going to disengage a little bit. Yeah, looks like Shinbi doesn't have much in the way of mana at the moment. That said, the Grim is the first to fall. The black hole comes out and takes out the Kwang. Cosmic Rift dropping. This has turned into a rout. The only one left alive really is the Twin Blast. Sure, Shinbi's gone. Kwang is gone. Twin Blast is there. Morgash is gone. Grim is gone. See, there's only the Twin Blast standing between his team and the enemy. They could use this as a strong push, but the others should be up pretty soon. Twin Blast is doing great work to keep back the orange team. That said, the Kalari's coming in on the flank, taking out the tier 2 on the right.
Enemy tower destroyed.
Looks like the blue team is back on their feet. Morgish does not currently have anybody chosen for her doll. Recalling from the Bellica. They find the Kwong, the Kalari, and Aurora. Wait, no, it's the Wraith, sorry. Kalari, using her ultimate, jumps onto the back line but falls to the Shinbi. Black hole comes out from Gideon. As does the Cosmic Crypt that takes down the Kwong. That's one on each side down so far. The Gideon falls next. Wraith going on the Grim and just realizes, yeah, I can't stand here. Still trying to fight this, but Shadow Dancer is one of the only things keeping him alive. Bellica, on the meanwhile, has been found and destroyed. Kitty! One of my cats is having issues. You might be able to hear her. The Plague Lord Malank. Power, health, mana. Nearby enemy heroes have blight and slow their movement speed by 100. So she's actually very dangerous to get near. This game goes on for nearly an hour. Wow. Yeah, well. Knew the Bellica died. Who else did? Who else just died? Kalari's fallen. Ah, the Gideon died. Bit of a turnaround coming here. That being said, the Wraith is here invisibly, takes out but the Twin Blast takes down the Bellica. Excuse me. The orange team has been pushed back to their tower. They're down to 2. Just their Aurora and their Wraith. Kwong just runs in, gets pushed back out. I'm not sure if we've seen Twin Blast use Ventilate just yet. And the blue team is just going to back off. Good choice. Oh, we have a very, very tall ice wall. Kwong not doing so great here, probably. Hard to tell. There we go. Ah, bugger. About where we were. The Gideon fell as well. 3 for 1 though. Okay, good. Oh, that's the auto shield. That can't be. Spell shield. There's Moragesh's ultimate going off. Kalari jumping over her, but not going to be enough to survive the Voodoo Priestess. The Hollywood Voodoo Priestess, I should say. Alright. Wraith pushing in on the tier 1 or on the tier 3 in the mid lane. Bellica just standing strong here against the Gideon. Oh god. Again, please, Epic, fix this. Anyway, back to the fight where Bellica is going off against 3. Good use of the static trap there. In comes Aurora. Mostly to zone out and give some space. But now that Wraith is here, it's a 3-on-1. It's a 3-on-2 here. Uh-oh. Wraith found himself in a 2-on-1. Grim and Twin Blast and Moragesh. Mysterious Moore comes out of the shadow plane to just snipe out the Kwong, but does get sniped out himself in return by the Grim. Meanwhile, Moragesh blocks Kalari's ultimate with that spell shield gem. Good choice to pick those up. Down goes the Twin Blast to the Kalari. Not much in the way of fighting power left in either team, I think. Great. Actually, there's still plenty. Never mind. Neither team has their launchers left, so you want to get out to the lane, you got to do it the old-fashioned way. You got to walk. That being said, the blue team is down to tier 3s alone. Actually, drop Nameless Curse. Yes, the poison curse. The AoE I think it's AoE poison. No, it's targeted. Poison Curse cannot kill somebody, but it can do quite a bit of damage. Black hole from the Gideon onto the Shinbi helps secure the kill for the Bellica. This Kalari is just doing great work. Well, unless you're, on the receiving end. Withering Shadow picked up by our Aurora now. I believe Morigesh has Aurora in her sights. Yeah, she does. Kalari using the ultimate has landed and taken out the help take out the Kwong. This is why you don't go 5-on-1 or even 4-on-1. The Belika takes down the Shinbi, so that means there's only 3 people left to defend against all 5 of the orange team. Out comes Morgesh's ultimate, but does Aurora have the spell shield gem? No. Oh wait, yeah, she does. It's just not active. Kalari's gonna have to get out of the enemy base. Not a hard job. Ooh, this is fun. Kalari has found herself Grim.exe. Just goes on and just look at that damage. Aurora, if this is an accurate bar, should probably head back soon. Because they don't have the immediate engagement of a Kalari on their team, but the blue team could still do some serious damage if they find her. Good choice on the sleeper agent with the silence you can use. Tier 3 on the left lane is being attacked for the blue team, so... Aurora jumping away from Morigesh, not a horrible idea. At this point, although to be fair, Morigesh's build is not complete, apparently. Only Malik, Nasher, and Growth Totem on. Kalari looking to engage on the Shinbi here. Let's see how this goes. When Wraith comes in, they go on her. The Belika falls to the Morigesh. But this Shinbi though, look at this mobility. Oh, the blue team have actually taken down the first of the inhibitor towers. The 2-3 falls in the mid lane. They do finally take out Shinbi, but hell of a cost to do it. Meanwhile, Aurora still pushing hard on the right lane. Orange team have lost their middle tier 3. like I said. So the blues have supers going down the mid.
An enemy has been slain.
Twin Blast fell as well. They found the Morrigesh. Pulling her in with the black hole. Gideon is committing a lot to this, but can he do anything? Morrigesh has a lot less health than it shows, because... yeah, she's getting hit and it's not registering, so... that being said, Kalari's here, trying to do something, but... Morrigesh actually unleashes the ultimate. Can Kalari escape this? Aurora comes in from nowhere. Ice Ring comes out. Morrigesh falls. Kwang as well. With Gideon, Belica now here, Kalari's gonna retreat, but Aurora is on the march. Or the ice slide. Ooh, good use of the jump to get behind enemy lines into the base, but unfortunately her team is going to have to back off a little bit, so she's not going to be able to engage as much as she would like. Shouldn't be using the wolves to circle her. Out goes the Belica. Knock up, and Shinbi gets the rock dropped on her. There she goes. Kill for the Gideon. Are they going to take this tower? Grim.exe falls as well. The only one's left alive. Actually, the only one left alive is the Twin Blast. He does manage to take down the Gideon, but can he survive? Can he survive and save the tower? Belica misses with the knockup. The tower is actually currently still standing, so. Yeah, okay, we didn't even see the knockup effect on Morrigesh, so. Belica falls, finally. But the tier 3 on the left lane is almost dead. Another solid push like that, and it's gone. Do have a Glycerin Dawn on the Gideon. Not a bad choice, really. Thaumaturge, Atomic Soldier, and Shadow Dancer. For the Wraith. Gideon's got Glycerin Dawn, Sleeper Agent, and Atomic Soldier himself. Kalari, Heavy Hitter, Guard Piercer, Swamp Stalker. So, this Kalari is all about stab you 3 times and you're dead, effectively. Ooh, and the Morrigesh ultimate takes Kalari down in mid-air. Well played. Good dodge on the grenade, but not gonna be enough. Twin Blast picking up the kill on the Aurora. With the way this game is going, it's hard to talk about the impact of the kills. It's because it's been so back and forth crazy. Belica, though. Also, another reason is because the meta for this game is still kind of developing. Belica falls. With 2 down. With 3 down. Yeah, with 3 down, the orange team is going to have a hard time defending, especially with Wraith so far out. Grim, hell of an attack speed. Good choice. He snuck behind the Wraith and used Awaken the Emmerich to steal a creep wave to destroy the tower. Orange has lost 2 of their inhibitors. And it looks like it's going to be... let's make it 3 is what the blue team is saying. They take down all of the inhibitors. Only tower left. Only thing left defending the orange team's base is the orange team. Black hole comes out, lands on the Morgash. Kalari jumps on her. Does get the kill, but is it going to be enough? The core has taken no damage just yet. Meanwhile, blue team, they just took the prime helix. That could have gone better for the orange team, but Kwong's got to be annoyed about that. He keeps trying to initiate, and the Wraith is just like, nah, you're not gonna. That being said, he did just take down the Gideon in a few seconds, so. Kwong on the core. Although, to be fair, he's facing 4 now. He's not gonna survive this. Maybe. He actually... what the... how did he... okay. That said, Kalari just jumps on him. He turns and fights her. And he survives it with the help of Grim. Who is apparently dead. Because this game is just... the displays are just broken. But the blue team is going to walk away with this one, folks. If you enjoyed, please leave a like or favorite the video. You can also leave a comment down below if you have anything you'd like to say. If you want to keep up with me, never miss any of my current series, please feel free to click the subscribe button down below, or the icon at the end of the video. As for that, folks, I have been D. Despite some problems with the camera, and this timeline thing, and also the health displays, or the Exemplars is back with a blue team victory. So good night, and good gaming.